So, Shalom. Shalom, Akim. All right, so, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in, week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, 700 and speckled bird, get you to wake up, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back in order. You got to wake up to your true nationality. Stop calling yourselves these bywords, right? Way too late in the game, and we can see that everybody's waking up right now. All right. First and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, GMS, including the elders that came before them, taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers are pushing the word, the truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I want that to listen and to learn and be in a pillar of rest. 144,000, one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom and salutations, all right? So, once again, right here we are. All right, being given another day to figure out how to move forward. How to move forward is with faith and hope, right? And anticipation. What manner of persons ought ye to be right now? In all holy conversation that God is looking for and hasting. All right? Hasting is a big thing. If you're hasting, you don't want no 501c3. If you're hasting, you don't want no riches. You can't be bought off. You're not going to take a bag, right? If you're hasting for the end of this world, right, you're not going to take a bag, right? Because you know that in order to enjoy the fruits of your wickedness, right, you got to get that MOTB to spend that money. So the first thing you got to do is change your doctrine. The MOTB is not the C-HIP, because I got to spend my money, and then it just progressively gets worse. Let's see if whatever scripture that's in my head is the right one. Psalm 37 and 7. What is that? That's it. That's what I wanted, because this is what we got now. All right? We got faith and hope, right? Only way, especially now, if you don't know how to exercise this patience, it's not going to go well. You got to patiently make it through Jacob's trouble. How do you patiently make it through Jacob's trouble? More of the same. This is all I have, right? All I have is this. How soon do we get the fuck up out of here? Well, here are the answers. What do the signs say? Well, let's get, before we get patiently wait. See, because greater Israel, the elect, the 1/3, you got to patiently wait. The men of the Lord that are out here pushing this word, you got to warn the people. You don't get to patiently wait. You got to blow the trumpet that's in the right pitch, right? Stupid ass bitch. Here's the trouble. The bitch was mad because I was blowing the shofar. Your shofar is out of tune. It's not the right pitch, right? I know what the right pitch is, right? What is it? A clamorous woman. It's loud. What? She may be counted as a dove. 2 Ezra 9. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So that's what we're doing. Our job is to measure. Then what? Warn the people. We see something, we warn them. That's our job. Okay? If you're of the elect, right, the hopeful elect, and you're not out here doing this, right, then you're waiting patiently. All right? Everybody's got a job to do. If you've been doing this, here's the point. If you've been doing this for 10 plus years, guess what you got? You got patient continuance, and you're able to explain that or demonstrate, or you have to kind of explain that to the younger brethren. You have to see, because hey, you can't. Number one, start with the basics. The Most High, a false balance to the Most High is an abomination. So as eager as you get, you see something happen and you're ready, right? See a little movement in the Middle East and you get all, yeah, it's going down, nigga, we're out of here, right? We at the end of this thing. Hey, let me tell you, in 2010, it was this. We're at the end of this thing, right? And there's something called the spirit of, we at the end of this thing, right? Because no matter what, we're at the end of this thing. But you have to say that with patience. Imagine what that means to the elder apostle Tahar. We're at the end of this thing. What does that mean to him as to somebody who's been in for 5 years? After 2 years, I was like this, we're at the end of this. I was like this, we got a year. Like, we're out. That was in 2011. So being at the end of this thing, there's the spirit of it, and then there's measuring the time and the knowing of it. Where are we at? Not by the Julian, not by the Gregorian, nigga, but from what I see, right? Some niggas don't understand simple things like as before. And I shall destroy Egypt as before. They don't understand little signposts like that, distinguishing ancient Egypt or spiritual Egypt, okay? So you gotta watch out. There's a spiritual understanding that some brothers, they're there. They come in on that wavelength. They understand the spirit immediately. Some brothers, they don't understand the spirit at all, yet they appear to be in the truth, right? So, what are you looking for? A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If that's the first thing, a brother comes in and he's all good, right? He ain't all good. A brother comes in and he's bad luck, schlep rock, and it's just everything bad with this thing. You're being tested because nothing is all good. What is the test? Nothing is all good, nothing is all bad. You're being tested. This brother appears to be all good. I'm being tested. This brother right here always needs help always something bad. He's barely hanging on. Every time I see him, I'm being tested. That's all. That's a simple. You meet him in the middle. Meet that brother in the middle. Continue to meet him in the middle. If he's steadily there, that's your brother. Okay? If he's continues to be nothing but good, he's hiding something. If he continues to be nothing but bad, he might be an agent provocateur. Slipped up in, came in unawares, and is trying to throw a wrench, right? He'd be the one starting the fight at the camp. I've seen it. Right, anyway, where are we at? The watchmen are watching. Here's what they're saying. Here's what the sound of the trumpet, the pitch, here's the correct pitch. Esau's on the run. He's mad as hell. And he's not launching his attack, but he's gearing up. He's saddling. he's circling the wagons right now. Niggas like this. Oh shit! These niggas got us on the run. We got 2 days of stealth left before the jig is up. So they're doing an end run with the colleges. They're trying to weaponize the word anti, and that's failing actually. They're not getting no results from them. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to see this devil. He's going to try to launch his, he's got several attacks in the pipeline. Options. He's got options. He's got contingencies. And we're going to see them, right? And we're going to see a lot of them fail. As in weaponizing anti-Shem. He's trying that right now with the colleges. But guess what? It's not working. That shit's getting exposed. They're not having it. They're openly saying, oh, well, you're trying to weaponize this word. Guess what? The end run was to come around and get us with that, right? It ain't happening. It ain't happening. 2 Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. The point is that everything is about being circumspect and knowing what time you're in because you're watching. Shalom. Shalom. Akim. Aqua. If you post scriptures, Lord willing, I'll get to them. I'll read them. How much time do we have and how do we know? Well, depends on who you are. If you're of GMS or if you're of Sakari, you can tell time. Now, you know that Sakari is wavering right now. And they're probably going to turn their back on the Charagma any day now. So, can't really go by them. But GMS is steadfast. They don't change up. We're not given a change. We don't change the doctrine. We stand with. All right. So anyway, Uh, the Karagma. So, what did we see? This guy, who was it? 2 days ago, I forget who it was, but it was somebody notable having a conversation about the sea hit. And the way they handled it, right? The way they spoke on it. They spoke on it with an inside knowledge, right? Oh, I know, it was Glenn Beck. Right? It was on the Glenn Beck show. And Glenn Beck had not an insider, but an outsider who knew everything about the insider. And so Glenn was going back and forth because Glenn is an insider, no matter how outside he looks. So they're going back and forth. And he set Glenn straight. This guy had to be a Jake. And basically, when you hear people like that talk, right? And they reinforce something that's clearly obvious. If you're not a fucking dill hole, I don't know what to call you. What is a goofy? What do niggas call a goober that doesn't know shit? A goofy idiot, right? How do you not know that the mark of the beast is the microchip? How do you not know that? How do you not know that? It's too easy, right? We knew that in the 1960s. We knew that. That's the only thing that makes sense. Ever. It's always, ever, only meant that. And anybody that has a problem with it, you're just a fucking dumb, stupid idiot. And the Most High fucked you off, made you believe anything other than that. It's just, that's the only thing that it could be. Right? Anybody with any sense. Anyway, so what are we watching? And you know what? It's not so much watching as it is knowing what you're watching. It's right there. The college thing, right? Everybody's watching. It's a lot. Everybody's watching the college thing, but do you know what you see? Here it is, right here. Second Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. That's what we're seeing right now. What are we watching for? We're watching for earthquakes, which is an easy one. That's an easy one. Everybody sees the obvious uptick. Now you got, what was this guy? Angry Prepper. Oh, well, the Bible. I think the Bible. Yeah. I think it's becoming obvious now, guys. I think, guys, that the Bible. Yeah. It's looking like the Bible's true, guys. I'm like, oh, now everybody is coming to the fucking fantastic revelation, right, if you will, that the Bible is true. Nigga, you knew that 10 years ago. You wasn't ready to say it yet. Now, it's fucking obvious, right? Now you gotta say it with an arm. All uncle, nigga. You all uncle like this, right? Because now you see it. You have to see it. You have to say it. You got to get on board real quick because those that don't are looking stupid. And now you know how stupid you were looking. All right? So, uproars of the people in the world. It's the same thing right here. I got to get it on Luke 21 and 9. I think it's Luke 21 and 9. Bear with me. Luke 21 9. Yeah, so that's uproars of the people right there. And whether it's real or not, right? People are jumping up saying, well, the elites, they're following the script of the Bible because their plan. No, it's not their plan, dummy. What am I looking for? I forgot. Luke. Yeah, it's getting good now, right? A lot of that good work has been done. I saw something. What did I see? 21 and 7. 21 and 9. Yep. 21 and 9. Okay, now let's go to, because I go to Bible Hub, right? Endorsed by the Elder Apostle Tahar, by the way. This is Luke 21 and 9. And I go to Bible Hub because all of the different versions come in. And yeah, I'm looking for the one that says, upright. Okay. All right. When you hear of wars and uprisings, so this is Luke 21 and 9 in the NIV. When you hear of wars and uprisings, right? In the NLT, when you hear of wars and insurrections, NSV, tumults, rebellions, commotions, revolts, disturbances, rebellions, tumults, commotions, riots, seditions, tumults, revolutions, uprisings, insurrections, disturbance, commotions, turmoils, uprisings. Okay, you get the point, right? It's not the one I was looking. Where's the one I was fucked up? Sloppy. Uprisings, insurrections, tumults, rebellions, commotions. All right, revolts. You get it. Right? Uprisings. That's what we see on the college campuses. And even though there's nothing really to be out there fighting about, right? And the whole thing is contrived. Okay? Imagine if there were guns involved, which there are none. There are not even knives involved. So what are you fighting? We're fighting over a banner. We're fighting over a partition, right? A blockade. I control the blockade. I hit you. I knocked you the fuck out. They do that on the streets of New York City every day. So there's what? There's no commotion. But see what's going on in Gaza? What's going on in Israel, right? That's not a war. A war is when somebody's fighting back, right? Nobody's fighting back over there. Right? That ain't no war. nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the G word that's going on. But it's a problem that the students, right? There's one dude, right? What was that? Let's get somebody's attention. Like you're on the yard. Like you're on the yard in the joint. What about what if it was really a problem? They'd be out there shooting at each other, right? So it's not a problem. It's contrived. What about the Palestinians over there getting bombs dropped on them, or just getting shot up? There they are. What about that? That's not a problem, right? No, that's the reason that they're fighting. So the reason is the problem, not the problem itself. So, come on, man. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about what's going on at the colleges. What? Oh, you mean those uprisings that signify that Yahushua is coming back? Let's not get lost. See, the whole thing is about a distraction. What's a distraction? Well, what's going on at the colleges? Well, what's going on at the colleges? Well, they're distracting from what's really going on, which is a genocide, which is going on in the land, and they're making it more about what's going on at the colleges. Well, what's going on at the college? Well, nothing really, but they're making something up. Well, guess what we see? We're the men of the... We see an uprising. And right here, what is that uprising? Well, it goes hand in hand with the eclipse that says Yahushua is coming back. So, back to us being the problem, right? We're the problem. Well, never let a good crisis go to waste. You Negroes are anti-Semitic because we were able to weaponize that word with what we did at the colleges, right? Which really has no meaning. It's just a distraction from that G word we got going on over in the land that we stole, because that's how we get in. Salakia. Yeah, this thing said something about the port was wet. Ha! I'm like, yeah, right. Whatever. I'll just keep checking on it. Psalm 37 and 7. For some reason, that's where the Spirit said good. The book of Psalm 37 and 7. This is about waiting patiently, man. Especially now. Your job is to watch. See, you're supposed to watch and warn. After you warn them, what do? You watch. Watch what happens to that ass. Front row seats with the popcorn and the juju beads. Don't forget the juju beads. Psalm 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. This is it, man. This is where we should be right now. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So you got people that appear to be living it up, right? Those people refuse to see that the end is in their face. If you had $150 million and 6 months to spend it, what would you be doing? What would be your purpose? Because that's the situation with I see a couple of camps right now that are in that situation. And it's looking bad. All right? It's looking bad because this war is spiraling. All you gotta do is look at Bibi. Bibi is like this. Look, nigga, I'm not gonna do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you. All right? Bibi wants to burn some shit. He wants to, what is it? Bibi is down for blood. He's gonna burn the whole damn thing. He's gonna make everybody fight. There's not gonna be nothing left. Okay? All you preppers, right? If you wanna know what the fuck is going on, other than prophecy, watch the preppers. Because preppers are watching, right? You got Dutch Sense. What does Dutch Sense do? This nigga's sitting there telling you. So you gotta subscribe to Dutch Sense. What about Monkey? You gotta subscribe to Monkey Works, right? Because he's telling you, right? Your boy New York prepper, right? Greg here. I'm sure he subscribes to Monkey Works and watches him, and then he goes back and he regurgitates what Monkey puts out. We all listen to New York Prepper. We all listen to Canadian Prepper. Patrick Humphrey. These different, like, characters, right? Paul and Adrian. These characters, boy. Everybody's got their own character. But it's that prophecy, though. What do the prophecies mean? What does the eclipse actually mean? Right? Not what they told you. They didn't go in and tell you, well, it means Yahushua is coming back. Nobody came out and said that. Right? What do the cicadas mean? Well, the cicadas mean that Yahushua is coming back to whoop that ass, and the time is nigh. Nobody is saying that. See? Oh, his precious blood. Jesus is coming back to pass out daisies. Nobody, right, is out saying the truth. Yahushua is coming back to lay that ass bare. Nobody's saying that. All right? And the ones that are, if you're going to say that, there are consequences for saying that. And ain't nobody trying to say, man, don't say that. You can wear a gun to the camp, but you can't come out and tell these niggas what is going to befall them. They don't want to hear that. They switch up the whole doctrine so that they can be a nigger rich on this side for a day. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 68. I'll start at. For behold, a burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle, with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For they shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried like the gold, as the gold in the fire. All right. So, hey, guess what? Nobody said it was going to be easy. Ask Yahushua. Oh, you want an example? Well, you got to be put to death. That's the example. Oh, we got a prime example over here. Get your ass whooped first, and then get put to death. Oh, you want to make it? Oh, you want to make it to heaven? Oh, you want to get beamed up, right? Okay, well, first, a couple of things you gotta. There's a couple of things you gotta survive. You gotta survive Jacob's trouble. And I'm laughing, Salaki. I'm laughing when I say this. Because the nigga think he's gonna waltz. The nigga think he's just gonna get beamed up. Right? Shalom. Shalom, Malkim. Shalom. You got to wake up Jacob. Shalom to the Akim. The elder brother Damawathia down in Florida in his likeness. This is him. Look at Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. See? Hey. No. Through much tribulation. Through much tribulation, man. Okay, so yeah, you got niggas on horses. It's crazy. On thrones with crowns on their head, like the battle is already won. And Esau, with every day that passes, and Esau is exposed with every breath he takes. This nigga is mad. Just wait till the kingdom comes up. You want to make a Edomite mad? Remind him what Planet of the Apes is really about. Yeah, you know what Planet of the Apes is about, right? Remind him about that. Then it starts going bad, real quick. Right? To imagine, right? Here we are at the end. Better is the end of a thing, right? Than the beginning. Here we are at the end. And it's sweet. Can you imagine, right? During slavery, if we had this knowledge, we're like, man, how long is it gonna take? It's gonna take 1,000 years. That's just too much to bear. Right? No, but we're at the end. So it should, just like the brother said, exhorting. You should, hey, 5 more days with $5. Here it is, BRICS done pushed the dollar completely out, so that motherfucker is worthless now. But you want 150 million. The handwriting has been on the wall. Just going to read the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So right now, we got this devil by the heel, and he knows it. Right? We weren't supposed to wake up to the fact that there's always a changing of the guard. They had a certain amount of time to go out and deceive the nations, pursuant to Revelation, I believe it's 18. And they did an awesome job. And now it's time for us to wake out and decipher the puzzle. And we're just smarter than them. Hey, you're smarter than Daniel, and you're more subtle than any beast of the field. But guess what? You're smarter. That's it. We're stronger and smarter. 2nd Ezra 16 and 8. He said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so that's hard for Jake to understand. The talk of worlds, war of the worlds, right? And this devil, he did a great job. I must say, he did a great job screwing us all the way up. Psalm 37 and 7, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. All right? Prospering, right, is knowing there ain't nothing on the other side. Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Check this out. A rich man, you know what a rich man knows? An old rich man, he knows this. Well, they lied to me. They told me that there was an American dream and all of it is bullshit. He knows that. It's the book of Isaiah from the brother Damawakia. in his likeness. The elder brother. Isaiah 60:2. I think it's 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So they see us, right? Hey, it took a minute. And like, for example, I saw this, what was it? I think it was Lisa Cabrera. She did a little video, and it was about a black woman who was attacking somebody, attacking an African, blah, 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 blah. And so you read in the comment section, because Lisa Cabrera believes, she knows that she's a Hebrew Israelite, and yeah, she's a Yah Israelite. But nonetheless, so you see some, when you read the comments, right, you see a lot of enlightened Hebrews, some Yah Hebrews, and some Brew Hebrews. But you can see that people are waking up. Oh, well, those aren't the people. They even know the difference between a Hamite and a Hebrew, so to speak, right? So when you measure that, as opposed to 10 years ago, when nobody knew a damn thing, right? Now you look at the comments and everybody knows a little bit, right? Show you how close we are, right? Because we want to know how close we are. This is Matthew 24. What can we pull up from Matthew 24 that shows time? Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So if it seems like we're looking at the end, right? Maybe the elect are very close, or have been sealed, or very close to being sealed, right? This is Revelation. Book of 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Oh, well, we've been in wars before. There's always been war. What an idiot, right? There's always been wars, right? There's always been slavery. My people been enslaved, your people been enslaved. There's always been earthquakes, right? Right? Well, there's always been atomic, there's always been nuclear bombs and people making idle threats. Yeah. Always, right? There's always been motherfuckers melting, causing the elements to melt with fervent heat. That's always been part of the equation. Caesar Borgia has always been our savior. Things have always been the same and they'll never change. Will never be found out. This is the book of Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What plague? Revelation 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. What plague is that? Well, there's always been wars. There's always been plagues. The Spanish plague of 1912, of 1462. There was the Spanish mumps of 1846. I had the Spanish mumps with a trickle-down variant. I had the Spanish mumps with a trickle-down variant in 1492. Second Peter. Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Oh, this has happened before. This has happened before, right? We've had nukes before, and this happens all the time, and we just got to reset, and everything's going to be okay. We're going to go right back to white supremacy. All right? Just have faith and trust in old white Jesus and old Caesar Borgia, whatever you want to call him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color. As long as we keep the status quo, everything's going to be cool. Just trust in old Uncle Sam Everything's going to be fine. Read this. See what's going on here. Shalom. Shalom. I'm gonna try to put this battery back on here because I know something right there. That's on. See how long it'll run. All right, shalom. Shalom, family. Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. All right? What does it mean to patiently wait? See, niggas ain't ready for that day. You got niggas are trying to spend their money from the bag. You're not ready. You're like Sarasu, not ready. Got to be a visionary in this thing. I'm looking for Psalms. That's more than one Psalm. 37. Let's read the Psalms again. It's lucky. Psalm 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So, hey, what does it mean to wait? It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. That word patiently means to suffer. Okay, rest in the Lord, wait patiently. Jacob's trouble, you're gonna go through some shit. It's not gonna be, it's just, you gotta prepare. It's not gonna be a cakewalk, right? Not gonna be a cakewalk. Yes, he will fight for you. Yes, he's gonna hide you. But it ain't gonna be no cakewalk. You gotta be tested. Okay? You gotta be tested. The time that we're in, you gotta be a visionary. Okay? You gotta know how the Most High works. You gotta know He waits till the last minute. you gotta know it ain't gonna be easy. You're being tested, right? Don't play you can play yourself right out of your own salvation. Okay? It's not supposed to look good. The bum camp. You're supposed to be looking like a bum out here. You're not supposed to have on the fancy garment. Those are the ones that got led astray. That's easy. That's simple. The MOTB is the chip. That's simple. That's easy. Only somebody who wants a fancy garment, wants to spend money, gets trapped in that easy trap. We're at the end. You got to go out with nothing. It's easy. What happened to Yahushua? Well, he got beat down first. What does it take to get beamed up? Well, we're going to put on our best garments, motherfucker, and ride a horse out to the landing site, and we're going to get beamed up in grand fashion. No. 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 That's not the example. What's the example? Well, they're going to lie on you, right? Your own homie is going to line you up first. Your homie is going to line you up. He's already doing that now. One of your homies setting you up, right? Through your woman. Here's how you make it on. Here's how you make it, right? Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Let me tell you what it took to get on that. You know what it took to get on that chariot? Hey, nigga, you don't know the half of it. My baby mama sold me out. My homie schemed on my baby mama to sell me out, right? Then I just bounced. I just, nigga, took my pocket knife and my wallet and I left. You have to be tested, right? You gotta go through hell to get on that chariot. It ain't gonna, everybody gonna have your own personal test. So you ain't just through much tribulation, like the elder brother brought out. So you got to be looking for that. Okay? We look forward to being called names that don't apply to us, labeled things that we are not. Right? False witness. Oh, that's an easy one. Been working on that one for the last 15 years. That'll be easy. So here's what's coming. Oh, you want to get on a chariot? It's going to be half fun. It's going to be half fucking, you never encountered anything like that. You have to make it through Jacob's trouble. Remember that in Activision, Atari, you had Activision, you had, what was it, Jungle? And you had to, like, swing over the motherfucking alligators and make it run and jump over the fucking snakes and shit. This is how you get on a chariot. What's the example? Well, how did Yahushua get on the chariot? Book of Acts, let's see. He got beamed up. What happened before that? Here's where Yahushua makes it onto the chariot. Oh, Yahushua made it on the chariot too? Same thing. Well, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. This is Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things, while Acts 1 and 9, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up and a cloud received him out of their sight. So Yahushua gets beamed up. He made it on a chariot. So what happened before he made it on a chariot? How was he able? What did he do to earn that? Right? You want to start at the cross, or do you want to start before the cross when his homie sold him out for a few shekels? So these things you got to go through before you get beamed up, right? This is Revelation. What do you think this means? They're going to explain it. They're going to allude to it. Revelation 11 and 13. Let's start at 12. Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld it. 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant, right here, and the remnant were affrighted. What does that mean? That means that they almost shit on themselves. They were scared, shitless. Right? And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Why did they mention that? Because they had just gotten, see, in 12, it explains how they got beamed up and when. How and when they got beamed up. Sounded like they was just about to get grabbed up by their enemies. Their enemy was right there next to them. Sound like a lynch mob. And I'm, you know. So that's what that's saying. It's saying that they were affrighted means they went through hell just before they got beamed up. Yahushua, just before he got beamed up, he's the example. Did he get beamed up? Yes, he did. But what happened before he got beamed? Well, there was the cross. And before the cross, his homie sold him out for some shekels. So, whole lot, right? They took him to court. He stood before the magistrate. They lied on him. Right? They convicted him unjustly. And then they beat him down pretty good. Right? Pretty damn good. And then they nailed him to the... See, so before you get beamed up, right? What's the moral of the story? Well, you're not, I'm paraphrasing, but you're not greater than your Lord, right? You're not greater than your Lord, and you gotta go through. If he went through it, you gotta pay. It's a price to pay, right? You want your whole family to get on that chariot? Hey, bring out the cat o' nine tails, you know? Bring out the scourge, right? You got to take one for the fam. That's when the fam really comes into question then. Are you going to do what it takes, right, to get that seat? Right? You want a seat on the government? Okay. Got to know what you signed up for. Here we go. All right. Here comes the real inning. The real last inning. He's spraying something. Yeah. So the uproars of the people are telling the tale. Don't you get caught up in the uproars of the people. Because when you look at it, it's so small, but they're turning it into something, right? Which lets you know that they're going for it. They're giving it the old college try, right? Pun intended. This is the old college try, the old college run.
Yeah, this thing's tripping. Sure is. It says charging not available. Slovakia for a second. 49%. That's weird that it won't charge. It's trying to say that the coal has moisture. I don't believe that. I think it's just this charger. Okay. I'm gonna try this other one. Sloppy. This one seems to be whooping ass, so let me see. Gotta bring 16 chargers, one of which may, Lord willing. Okay, so charge it. Let's see. Slovakia. Bear with me. That's what you said. That's weird. Very weird. Oh well. Maybe the port has water in it, which I don't believe for a moment. Anyway, carry on until it. So maybe I'll put it in the first. We'll see. Yeah, so it's curious to see how long they're going to try to play out this farce. This college debacle. It makes absolutely no sense. Right? Here it is, you got bona fide school shootings, and you can't get the cops to come. But here, we got a couple of drunk frat boys with tiki torches, and that's supposed to mean something. But it's gonna grow. Nobody can stop it.
book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So this whole, the earth, the entire earth is going to be gripped in a state of confusion and despair, all at the same time. And there's going to be no hope. Except for the hope that's in these scriptures. Because there's hope in here. Right? This is hope. Right? Hope is stand now. What is it? Salaki, I'm butchering it. Trust in the Lord. This is hope. This is the hope that's going to get you through a time of sheer despair. That feeling in the air that won't go away. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. That's hope. That's hope. The hope you're going to need to get through Jacob's trouble. Right? Because nothing, when you get to that place of hopelessness and you can't remember, you can't pop out your phone, right? You got no charger, you got no internet, you got no memory, your phone just don't work, ain't no phone. If you can't use this method, right, to pop out trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not into your own understanding. If you can't pop that up in your memory banks, you don't have no hope. That is hope. Okay? You're going to need that. Because your own understanding says you got 3 days of no water, nigga. You understand? Understand you 3 days of no water and you're done, right? That's not what the Most High said. That's what Esau told you. Your understanding is of the devil. We're talking about these miracles, okay? The time that we're in right now. It's not just, let's go back here. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Back to my point. The disciples were amazed. Right there in Acts. Them niggas, their jaw dropped. Meaning, the things that we're about to see, right? Did not Yahushua get beamed up? Yes. Well, let's get the account. See, there's an element of amazement that goes along with being delivered. And I'm trying to be funny. Okay? The nigga's jaw dropped. Anyway. Okay, so this is the book of Acts 1 and 10. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up. What does that mean? That means that nigga's jaw dropped. It was like this. What the fuck did I just see? And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, this is how we know that their jaw dropped. Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing into heaven with your jaw dropped? Okay? The angels are giving you a description of what was going on. They said when they saw that shit, they jaw dropped and they were speechless, and we had to wake them out of a cold stupor and say, hey, nigga, don't trip. What you just seen, right? You're gonna see it again, right? And I'm paraphrasing, because a nigga would love nothing more than to say that, oh, you didn't say that. All right? So they were astonished at the miracle that they had just seen. Okay? That's what is being described there. Okay? What is being described is that they were in awe of what they see. That it wasn't an everyday occurrence. Okay? Same thing right here. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed. The niggas were scared and amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So, in this time, right, that this devil is showing great and amazing miracles himself, right? Neuralink. Oh, we're all gonna compete. We doing shit, nigga. Did you see the monkey playing ping pong with his ding dong, nigga? Did you see that? King Kong was playing pong, nigga, with his dong. And Esau will do some shit like that. Esau will make a paddle, right? He'll make a paddle called dong. He'll get a chimp who he'll name Kong. And a long time ago, the first video game was called Kong. And Esau, just for a joke, he'll and some witchcraft, right? He will stand now with what is left of his witchcraft. So yeah, that's King Kong playing ping pong with his ding dong. Esau does shit like that. Which is why we gotta, hey, we can't wait to get the fuck up out of here. Surely his turning of things upside down has vexed me like just Lot. That filthy conversation of the wicked that fucking, how much longer? So what we're looking at the famine of the word coming up. They gotta get us out. That means they're gonna move on us, right? That means miracles, Simeon Toka. Here come the miracles. So you have to, when you envision what's coming, see, because Jacob will count himself out. Oh, well, here they come. They finna move on us. They finna move on us. And when they do, you got to tell the whole story. Where's the balance at? They don't just come on us and grab us up, and then we're standing in a line at the FEMA camp, nigga, and heads are rolling. No, there's another side to the yeah, heads are rolling, nigga. But who's flying? Somebody's flying. See? And heads are rolling, but right before you step up onto the motherfucking scaffolding, if you will, right? Then here comes the brother flying in, right? On some Hancock shit. And the Chanel number 5 beheading device falls apart. Right? Malfunctions and the blade falls off. You forgot about the miracles. Okay? Miracles are part of this thing. Alright? For you to imagine a scenario of the day of the Lord and not have miracles in it is an abomination to the Most High, because that's a false balance, right? How can this devil pull out his best ray gun, his best cloaking device, right? And we don't have the balance to it. How about that? Somewhere there's some balance going on. So if you're in a room about to get your fingers taken off, there's some balance going on somewhere else. Right? And that very soon you're going to be in the kingdom. If you're in a bad situation and it was written that that was your lot, and it went down bad, guess what? What's the balance today? The opposite. In the kingdom. Forever. And that's a good deal. See? And that's a good deal. We'll go back to that one. The elder brother Daniel, I think it was Isaiah 14 and something. Slovakia. $14.22. It's a lot. This is the book of Acts 14 and 22 again, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. All right? Back to, we got to take that ass whooping, we got to be proven. We have to be de-drossed. All right? So look forward to that. Know that when it gets tough, you're in it. The tough get going, right? You're in that thing because it's coming. Oh, I'm getting kicked out. Oh, I'm in this thing, right? Oh, it's starting. Everybody's getting kicked out. Well, here we go. I'm in this thing. That's where it's going. For everybody. But everybody don't have that wisdom and knowledge. Everybody ain't gonna have that stability. Right? Everybody ain't gonna know when it's time to walk away. Walking away. Hey, you know what? One of the best weapons you can have is your walk away. Yeah, just plan a little exit, right? I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna de-escalate, and I'm gonna walk that way. You gotta have that, especially now. You gotta be able to read a situation. Very matter-of-fact way, get the fuck up out of there. That's a great club to have in your bag. Right? Gotta have your putter, right? Well, you gotta have your... right now I'm in the sand trap. Motherfucker, this gets me out every time. I'm on the beach. Give me my beach club. The Baja Club. Anyway, it's not going to be easy to get on a chariot. The example. How hard was it for Yahushua to get on a chariot? Well, he was beaten and more marred than any man. We could start there. Give you a ballpark figure of about how hard it was, right? But a nigga wants to do it on a high up. Well, Yahushua came in on a donkey, so give me a Megan Thee Stallion, nigga, and I'll come in, right? Let's put her on the stage at the Passover. Don't worry about them. Go back. It says, don't worry about me. Psalm 37:7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in it. Don't worry about a nigga coming in on a horse. It'll be time for horses in the kingdom, right? Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Right? Starting with your Uncle Esau, and then your Uncle Nate, who's employed by the Uncle Esau. And the mark of the beast is the chip, so don't take it. Don't take the bag, because you have to take the chip with the bag. Right? So any nigga denouncing the chip, you done took a bag somewhere. And you want to spin that bag. It requires a chip. It's real easy deduction. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna close right there. Patience. and your patience, right? Possess ye your souls. You gotta understand, man, you ain't getting on no spaceship, nigga, without that ass whooping. So step right up, right? With that, we hope that the elect will edify you brothers and sisters, right? Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of the GMS, including the elders that came before them and taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Agwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,001 third, the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom.